Hey guys, Phil here at Woods Tree Farm. Of course, I'm not at the farm today. I'm in the garage here at home, and I'm working on my 2016 Nissan Frontier. This is the SV automatic four-wheel drive model, and I'm going to try to tackle the automatic transmission fluid change. I'm just doing a drain and fill. I'm not taking the pan off of the transmission. I'm just going to drain what's inside of the drain pan. So pretty straightforward process. I'm actually filming this intro after I finished. I know there's one thing that I should have done that would have made my life a little bit easier. You'll have to watch and see what that is. As I was waiting for the oil to drain out, I decided to take a look at the cabin air filter. I've never pulled that apart. So if you're interested in that, just zoom ahead to the end of the video. I'm just gonna plop that on the very end. If not, you just wanna see what's involved with the transmission fluid change, then just stick around. You'll see what's up. Oh yeah, and as always, if you enjoy the videos here that I do on my channel, hit the like button, give us a thumbs up by hitting that just below this video. If you want to keep up with what I do on a regular basis on our 43-acre Christmas tree farm, keeping up with the equipment that we have, we've got 2 tractors. I do a little bit of maintenance on my own cars, though this isn't really a car maintenance channel. In fact, I've never done this work that you're seeing in this video here before. So I had to go on Nissan forums and I looked at some other YouTube videos before I made this to try to figure out exactly what I'm doing. In upcoming videos, I'm also going to end up doing the transfer case fluid change, the front differential fluid change, and the rear differential fluid change. So if you're interested in seeing any of those, make sure you hit the subscribe button on the channel and hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button so you can get notified of our future videos and you can see those videos when they come out. And after I publish those videos, which will be in the coming weeks, I will drop links to those videos just below this video in the description. So without any further delay, let's get into it. Here's everything we should need. I'm using the Max Life automatic transmission fluid. I've got a 19mm wrench, a 10mm socket, and a funnel. And of course we'll also have our catch pan to catch what we drain. That should be it. So the transmission fluid fill is on this passenger side of the engine compartment. If you look straight down in here, dead ahead there is the fill cap. See if I can get my light and everything positioned in here so you can see it. So right there is the fill cap. It is held on with a 10mm fastener, so that's what we have to undo first. With the fastener removed, we can pull out the oil dipstick, and the fluid actually looks pretty good. Certainly not brown. Doesn't smell burnt, so pretty good shape. Alright, so this is the transmission pan on the bottom here. Just as far as the orientation, this is further back on the drive line, you know, behind the front wheels. If you're in front of this, you're looking at the oil pan, not the transmission pan. So all we got to do is just loosen this bolt here. This should be the drain plug, and it is positioned right above this cross member of the frame, so it's going to kind of go everywhere. I've got this big open catch pan here, so we should be in good shape. And I'm going to try not to drop this in my pan. Almost dropped it. Okay, well, it ended up taking about 10 or 12 minutes for the transmission to completely drain. So while I was doing that, or while I was waiting on that, I ended up checking the cabin air filter. So if you want to see what it's like to change the cabin air filter, just wait till the end of this video. I'll show you that. Next up, I just need to get my funnel and my fluid, and we can start filling this back up. So the right way to drain this and figure out how much fluid is in there, of course I checked the level when we started. It was right in the perfect, it was perfectly full on the dipstick. I should be measuring how much I took out I didn't have an extra empty jug. I don't have any other vessels that I could find that have good clear measurement on it. So I'm just going to be stuck here today, putting fluid in, checking the level, putting fluid in, checking the level, back and forth, because I'm not exactly sure how much drained out of there. So just looking in the drain pan, I think it's probably about a gallon, maybe a little over a gallon. So I'm going to start by doing almost this full container, almost the full gallon, and then we'll check the level, and then we'll figure out how much more we need. I have 2 extra quarts beyond this gallon, so we'll see how much of that we end up needing. It's hard for me to see with my eyes, so I don't know how easy it'll be to see on the camera. But that's the cold side of the dipstick. That's the hot side of the dipstick. It is actually just a little bit above the cold, about halfway to the hot. So I'm going to stop here, not add any more fluid. I'm going to start up the vehicle, run it through the gears, and then come back and check it again in a few minutes. And I'm just going to put it in reverse, neutral, drive, third, second, low, so now we go to check it. It should be in the hot range because I ran the truck for a few miles before I started all this work. So everything is still pretty warm, and as long as we're within the safe range on the hot side of things, I think we're good to go. So it's not the easiest to tell with the naked eye, but to me it looks like it's right at the top of the hot range. So if I look on the back side, it's a little bit still about where it was before, a little bit past the cold. It looks different on this side. Let's wipe it off and do it again. Yeah, so right there, looking at the hot side, looks like I'm all the way up. Looking at the cold side, so it looks the same. Like it's just a little bit past cold. Oh, you know what I was seeing? I was actually just seeing some other, like an imperfection on the metal on the dipstick. So it looks the same all the way around. Anyway, all right, so we're full. We're good to go. So this was really like a 15-minute job. It took me a little bit longer. It was about 40 minutes altogether for me to kind of get my tools out, set up the camera, set up the lighting and all that kind of stuff. But still a pretty easy job here with just the drain and fill. I'll keep an eye on the fluid level just because I don't have 100% confidence in myself and my lack of experience in doing this. So next time I get it hot, I'll check the level again, and worst case scenario is that I've ended up putting in too much and I'll need to let a little bit out, which will be a bit of a pain, but not the end of the world. Lesson learned. I should have had an extra container so I could have measured how much came out of there, and that would have made my life a lot easier. There's what the fluid looked like that came out, if you're interested to see that. So as far as I know, this is the factory fill. So that's 56,000 miles of factory transmission fluid. When it was flowing out, it looked like it was honey colored, looked like it was clear, but there's obviously a lot of residue in there that's making it very not clear. So there's a little reflection on there because I'm outside, but you can see it there. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that like button, I appreciate it. If you want to keep up with me and everything that I do on my farm and with my vehicles and with my tractors and with my mowers and all the other equipment that we have, then hit that subscribe button, and if you hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button, you can keep up with all our future videos. If you want to stick around further in this video, you can see what I exposed with the cabin air filter, and if not, I'll see you on the next one. Alright, so to get to the cabin air filter, all you need to do is just pop out the glove box. So there's two tabs on each side, and you can just flex the glove box on both sides. The left side seems to be a little bit harder than the right, but once you flex both sides, these tabs will be pulled away from their little catch, and the glove box can drop down. There's also this little string here on the back of the glove box that's holding it up and keeping it from going further down. If you undo that, the glove box will be completely out of your way. Up inside now, we can see this is where the cabin air filter is. So all you need to do is remove the cover, which is probably going to be a two-handed job. I don't know if I'll be able to keep the camera on it while I'm doing it. So you can see right there, there's a latch on the very top that needs to get undone. Once that's undone, take that cover off, and you can pull out your filter. As expected, this one is nasty. When you pull these out, notice that it says airflow down. So when you get your new ones, make sure the arrow is pointing the right way, it's pointing down. Thanks for watching today. If you got any questions about the work that I did here on my truck, just let me know. Leave those in the comments. Let me know how you think I did. This, like I said several times now, this is the first time I've done it. Learning as I go. If I had a jug to measure how much fluid came out of here, this would have been so much easier. But live and learn. I plan on doing this maybe about every 30 or 40,000 miles, and hoping in doing that, that'll keep good quality fresh fluid in the transmission and hopefully extend the life of this truck. So that's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.